John, Sound of the Ocean, the half-brother to Haylist. What are you expecting today?
Oddly enough, Gary, gives me the feel of a stayer. You know, he might want a little bit of time, but whatever he does today, he'll improve massively on. And he'll just get a bit of experience today and a bit of a look around, but I wouldn't be expecting him to produce much until he gets up around maybe a mile even.
Trial form's okay?
Trial form's okay. We've had a bit of an issue getting him out of the gates, and we've solved that. So it's just a matter of he's just a little bit slower learner than his brother, but by the same token, he's a nice horse.
Is he as big as his brother?
Oh, hell no. No, you won't get many like him.
No. Righto, mate. So and the boy riding him, Diego Lima. He's with you, isn't he? Young Brazilian boy.
Yeah, no, he came over here as a track work rider and wanted to get back into riding, so I said I'd give him a bit of a help along there. He'll probably take a while to get back into the swing of it, but he rode winners in Brazil. So everyone has got to get some sort of chance in this game, don't they?
They sure do. You had a good winner yesterday, landed a nice plunge, nice jacket, new jacket you got on today. John, later on today, a horse called Come Here, hard to beat?
I think he can win today, yeah.
Yeah, you were quick to say that, so we should be on him. Come here.
What if the other one beats him?
Stable, mate. Look out. Righto, mate. Good luck with this horse.
Thanks, Gary. See you, mate.
OK, thank you, fellas. They're moving into line now for the 1,100-metre maiden. This is the fourth at Gosford, and here's Mitch Manners.
It has two runners in the race, Subic Bay and Morning Gleam. They both wear the yellow red diamond striped sleeves. There's a yellow cap on Morning Gleam, a red cap on Subic Bay. Now we wait upon Untamable to get set, 4 shot. Subic Bay and FJ Kenny. Sound of the Ocean jumps from barrier number 2. So he's drawn well for his debut run. As I mentioned, he's by Delzeo. The mare Sing Hallelujah's had 2 foals to race, 1 winner. Probably the second best sprinter in the world, Haylist. So he's certainly got some hype around him this afternoon at this Thursday afternoon meeting. John McNair, of course, produced a bit of a betting plunge yesterday with last day Friday. I think it was 14s into 7s to win the last at Canterbury. Now these last couple to get set. Subic Bay coming forward, Untamable and FJ Kenny look like they'll be the last 2. FJ Kenny moving in. Untamable to be the last. Schweppes Maiden, 1100. All in. Starter has them. Red lights are on. Ready. They're racing. Bayat and Sound of the Ocean only fair to begin off the inside. FJ Kenny began fast with Mighty Mandy. Derwish is driving through to be 3rd. Bayat picked himself up quickly to be 4th, and then comes Sound of the Ocean 5th. Next on settling down is Morning Gleam, followed by the stablemate Subic Bay, a touch worse than centre field. Blur Pete showed no speed. It's in the back half of the field with 4 shot. Then Tie Wire Teddy. Next on settling down is Monashi Woods. And last of all, as they hit the 600 metres mark, is Untamable. It's Mighty Mandy in front flying, leads by 2 lengths. Derwish is second, 2.5 away to Bayat third. They're followed by FJ Kenny, 3 lengths away to Sound of the Ocean, 5th before the corner. Then Subic Bay, Morning Gleam, Blur Pete, 4 shot. Monashi Woods, Tie Wire Teddy, and last of all Untamable. Mighty Mandy the leader, 250 left to go. Derwish whacks away, Sound of the Ocean back to the fence, then Bayat out wide of Morning Gleam, 150 to go. Mighty Mandy's in front from Sound of the Ocean, Derwish and Morning Gleam. Mighty Mandy's clear close to home from Sound of the Ocean, who's coming now. Got it! Sound of the Ocean, how did it win? Sound of the Ocean's beaten Mighty Mandy and Morning Gleam. 4th is a photo between 4 shots. Morning Gleam out wider on the course, and they're followed by, next behind them, Subic Bay. They're followed by Untamable, who made some ground from the back. Buyout was next, and then followed Taiwai, Teddy Blurper Pete never got into the call. Monashi Woods beat a couple home. One of them was FJ Kenny. This will get up. Sound of the Ocean. Number 2, Sound of the Ocean, has defeated 12 Mighty Bandy and 9 Subic Bay. 2, 12 and 9 are the numbers after race number 4. He could be something out of the box. Diego Lima in the saddle for John McNair.
Yeah, good performances. We have a look at the concluding stages once again. He's in 3rd place at this point, Sound of the Ocean. Just wanting to lay away from the rail a little bit. Not sure about it, but he gets up. Gary, he would have been a good thing beaten because he was badly held up turning into the home straight.
Yeah, but he does that.
Yeah. Righto, John McNair, the trainer of Sound of the Ocean, here with me. You're not overexcited, but you'd be happy to get that one out of the road.
Oh, very happy, Gary. I mean, the family are going to be ecstatic, I can tell you that. I think they've only had 2 starters out of the mare now, and pretty good record.
Yeah. You wasn't that confident before the race when we spoke to you, and it wasn't an over strong feel, but John, just through the race, he missed the kick, then he got held up, and then he went home good.
Just race experience, I was concerned might beat him, and I thought it might be a touch short, which, I mean, I could have proven to be right 10 yards out. So I think as the distances get further, he'll improve slightly on that.
Will you keep him going or send him for a spell?
I will play it by ear, Gary, but he'll probably have at least one more run for sure.
You ride him work yourself?
No, I don't ride him a lot. Diego rides him most of the time, but you know, he's a... Well, actually, no, Greg, the foreman, rides him.
Yeah.
So he's going to be thrilled because he also rides horse that won yesterday as well.
Entirely different horse to his brother, Haylist?
Oh, totally differently, Gary. Yeah, this horse is going to get over a bit of ground, and I'm not so sure that Haylist will go past a mile, but this horse will.
Yeah, and you'd be thrilled for the young boy to ride a winner.
Absolutely ecstatic. You know, everyone deserves their go, and he's earned this, so good on him.
Yeah, so mate, the stable's in form. Good winner yesterday, and maybe a double coming up today.
Well, that's what happens when you get good staff, Gary.
No, and good horses.
Yeah, well, that helps.
Good on you, mate.
Thanks, Gary.
John McNair, yep, here comes the jockey. He's got a big smile on his face. Diego, as he comes under the into the race here and comes up. What's that, John?
I said, you look after those colours because Schofield said he's going to choke you.
Glenn Schofield's here with us today, Michael, and he came out here, Glenn and his son, to have a good look at the winner when he paraded to see what sort of a horse he was, and he said, look after those colours, John McNair said, otherwise Schofield will choke you. Here's the Brazilian boys, ridden 57 winners in Brazil, he was telling me earlier today, Michael, and John McNair, as he told you earlier, gave him an opportunity. He came here as just a stable boy, and we're about to grab him any moment. Just looking at the horse, he's nothing at all like Haylist, and John's right about that, but I tell you what, he's got a bit of talent. Just wait till he gets away from me. I don't want to kick in the head here, Michael, and I'll grab this little boy who's on the other side of the horse. Just got to watch him here, he's a little bit nerving. Here he is. Diego, watch out. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You are thrilled, aren't you?
Yeah.
How many rides you had in Australia?
I don't know now. Maybe 6, 7.
Yeah. And that's your first winner?
Yeah.
No placings?
1/4.
Yeah.
And win now.
How did he feel? What did you think of him?
Very good. Nice horse. First time. He's very green and he's sure run. Good job. Good future for him because he's too young for starting. He win good.
Yeah.
I think he have a good future. Nice horse.
You'll celebrate tonight, will you?
Yeah, lots of water.
Glass of water. Good on you.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Diego. There he is, Diego Lima. Rhodes his first winner in Australia in race 4 at Gosford on Sound of the Ocean.
So there are the totes there for you. He returns $4.80 and $2. Mighty Mandy $4.50 and Subic Bay $2.50. So he's underway. The younger half brother to Haylist. Sound of the Ocean scoring at his race debut, and as John McNair says, he's going to get over a bit of ground. I think that was clearly proven in his victories by Del Zao, who ran pretty well around about 2,000 metres. He was beaten narrowly in an Australian Cup by Lonhro. Let's have a look at them come towards the home bend here at Gosford. And Sound of the Ocean's back in around about 5th position here after being a little bit slow out of the gates. Diego dug him up a little bit to get him a little bit more handier to the pace. Now they're coming to the bend and he's still 5 lengths off the lead. It's this point Diego wants to be going forward, but he's being held up as they sweep into the home straight, and he has to switch back towards the inside. And this is where he started to stay on. He never really looked at a winning chance until the last 50 or 60 metres. You see him just turn his head. He's probably having a little bit of a look around here. As Diego Lima said, he's still fairly green, but he gathered the leader in close to the wire, and he got up and scored what I think was an above average maiden win. The margin says he only just got there, but I'm sure you'll agree with me, it was a tidy performance there over the 1100. So well done to Sound of the Ocean by Del Zao. Of course, Haylist is by Statue of Liberty. Now here he is here, so let's have a bit of a look at them in that back straight there. And Diego's just trying to get a posse closer to the rails. He just made sure that he was clear of the horse behind him, pops him in onto the fence. So everything's going quite cruisy for him at this point in time. The leaders are running along a little bit, but you just want to be going forward at Gosford because of the small straight. You want to be going forward, coming towards the bend, and he wasn't. He was held up behind a couple of runners, so to get up in the last couple of hops was quite a good performance there. Sound of the Ocean taking out race number 4 there at Gosford, and weight is right. Correct weight 212 and 9. Now let's head forward to the next race.